All right, here we go again. This is lesson 3-11, abstinence. What's in it for me? Here are your objectives. Describe benefits for sexual abstinence. Summarize safe ways to express feelings of sexual attraction. Justify why sexual abstinence is the safest and most effective risk avoidance method of protecting you from HIVs, other STDs, and pregnancy. All right, there are your health terms right there. Abstinence, barrier, benefit, consequence, peers, sexting, sexual abstinence, and sexual active. All right, and we should know these terms. If you have a question, just let me know, and I'll define them for you. So this one, this should be on your discussion board on my big campus, just like before. This should say lesson 3-11 daily journal, but write a few sentences about how you think the choices a person makes about sex can affect his or her sexual health. So just write a couple sentences and post it, and then I will grade them. And of course, if you don't have your laptops, then you should have your green folders, and you should do it in your white journal. And if you don't have your white journal, just do it on a piece of paper, and of course, leave it in your folder so I can grade them later. All right, so we're going to move on. So we're going to define sexual abstinence, which is sexual abstinence is choosing not to engage in any sexual activity that can result in pregnancy or a sexual transmitted disease, or also known as STD. Well, abstinence is choosing to do without something. So, talking about reproduction and sexuality. Sexual abstinence is choosing not to have sex. So, of course, there are different ways to this. Number one, decide not to partake in any sexual behaviors. And number two, setting limits to avoid the risk of negative consequences. The most important goal, of course, is choosing not to engage in any sexual activity that results in pregnancy or an STD. You can still express your love and affection, but of course, setting limits to protect yourself from getting an STD or getting pregnant is the main goal. Okay? So you can still say, I love you in affectionate ways, but of course, making good choices is the main goal. So as you can see right here, what is abstinence? To become abstinence, no sexual behavior at all. Holding hands, kissing, hugging, giving a foot massage, of course, would be abstinence. Giving a back rub, French kissing could lead to sexual activity, and touching above the waist. Now the circle in the middle, as you can see, phone sex, sexting, and touching below the waist could lead to being sexually active. Now, being sexually active, as you can see to the right, examples of that will be oral sex, anal sex, vaginal sex, mutual masturbation, and touching a partner's genitals. Each person must decide what abstinence means to them. All right, so it's based on your values, what you believe in, and your experiences. Setting limits, also known as avoid behaviors that would lead to risky behaviors, such as sexting, is a way to avoid having sex and being. What determines whether a person is abstinent or sexually active? Well, that depends on decisions they have made and limits they have set around what kind of sexual behaviors they'll partake, meaning that what kind of things they agree on in their relationship. So why do you think teenagers choose abstinence? Well, they choose abstinence because a variety of reasons. Not ready for sex. They want to avoid negative consequences, like getting pregnant or getting an STD. They have other priorities they're in. Not sexually attracted to anyone right now, or it's based on religious beliefs. Does a person have the right to choose not to have sex? Why or why not? Well, It's a matter of choice. All right, you have the right to choose abstinence. You have the right to say no. All right, it is illegal to pressure or force anyone to have sex. Okay, so if anyone is doing that to you, make sure you tell somebody, and they will take care of it. Why do you think some teens choose to be sexually active? Well, there are a variety of different reasons. Many teenagers see other teenagers doing it, so they decide they want to do it. Many are pressured to do it from their boyfriend or girlfriend. They see it as a way of fitting in with their friends. They also see it as ways to rebel against their parents or other authorities. They want to assert their independence from their parents, or they're under the influence of alcohol and drugs. Remember, if a person is forced to do something sexually, that is not a choice. No one should ever be forced or pressured to engage in sexual behavior. Now, we're going to work together in partners and brainstorm and come up with a list of benefits or positive things teenagers get from being abstinent. All right, so we're going to come up with a list of things that is good about being abstinent. And I have a couple of things. More sleep, no babies, you get to enjoy life, no STDs, plus you have more money, no diseases, no drama at home, no baby mama drama, no baby daddy drama, more freedom, no child support. What else is there? Feeling proud of your choice, having other free time and to do something else that you enjoy. You don't have to be worrying about getting caught or disappointing your parents. And being a role model for your friends or younger brothers or sisters. As you can see, abstinence has a lot of benefits for teenagers, of course. Which of these benefits do you think would be the most important for teenagers, and why? There are several things that are good about being abstinent, so think about it and we'll get your answers later. Can you think of some things that might be difficult or challenging about being abstinent? What are some of the things that could be in the way of being abstinent? So think about, what are some potential barriers about being abstinent? So here's a list that I have come up with. Maybe you feel curious, wanting to fit in, peer pressure, fun. They think it's fun. Lack of respect for other people, your parents. Sexually frustrated, your hormones, you have lack of responsibility, maybe your boyfriend or girlfriend had pressured you to do it, they ask you to prove their love, you might feel left out, let's see, sticking with your sexual limits might be difficult, you might worry that you might lose a boyfriend or girlfriend, and there's several others. Now, you have your best chance of staying abstinent if you are clear about what it means and can express feelings about sexual attraction in appropriate and safe ways. A behavior would be safe and appropriate if it does not cross the line that person who has chosen to be abstinent has set for him or herself, and if it does not pose any risk of becoming somebody getting pregnant or having an STD. Alright, so work with a new partner and brainstorm at least 5 safe and appropriate ways for a high school student to remain abstinent and express sexual attraction toward another without engaging in sexual behaviors that carry a risk of pregnancy or STD. So, how are 5 ways that you can express your feelings to another person without having sex? So, here's a list that I've come up with. Talking to a friend about your feelings. Writing about your feelings in a journal, getting to know a person you're attracted to, going to the movies or a walk or out for a dinner or dates, holding hands, hugging, kissing, if the person also chooses to do so. Alright? So teenagers can express and share their feelings of sexual attraction in many ways besides having sex. Remember that being abstinent means choosing not to participate in any sexual behavior that can result in somebody becoming pregnant or getting an STD. Abstinence is the best and safest choice for high school students because it protects their health and their future. Now, log on to your MyBig Campus. You should have a new assignment called Why Choose Abstinence. You also have several assignments that you can work on to turn in. If you don't have your laptop, then you can open your TIL workbook to page 30. It should be the same thing. You're just basically telling me why should high school students choose abstinence in their lives. 3 benefits, 2 examples of how to express your feelings, and so on and so on. And that should be all for that. Now, this is the 5th week of the 6 weeks. So next week is the 6th week of the 6 weeks. So I'm not going to assign any new work next week, new assignments. So all the assignments that you have are on your MyBig Campus. So you need to submit those as soon as you can, so I can grade them and you can know your grade, because time is running out. You have 1 week left to submit all your work, so you can pass and get your credits and don't have to worry about anything else. So you have this assignment. You have several others that have been out on there. So just go through all of them, try to submit all of them. And if you have any questions, just let me know. I will try to answer any of them as soon as I can. And I hope to see you pretty soon. Alright, so y'all have a good week, and we'll see ya when I see ya.